Today we have Greg Buchanan, the Vice President of the CPCA, here today to talk to us about the upcoming races at Onion Lake, which will be starting up this Wednesday and will be going throughout the weekend. And so thank you so much for being with me today, Greg.
Thanks for having me, Thomas.
All right, Greg, so let's start off. It's going to be a bit of a marathon for CPCA drivers and all chuck wagon drivers over these next few weeks, as we've got the Onion Lake show this week. And then, of course, there is the NACC championships will be at Halstead Downs here in Lloydminster, or some drivers will be going to the Rangeland Derby out at Calgary for the Calgary Stampede. So tell me what those drivers are going to be doing in order to make sure that they are successful throughout these next 3 weeks, as it's going to be, like I said, a bit of a marathon.
The couple of keywords you're going to hear a lot of from a lot of the drivers, it's called barn management. So it's no different than, say, if you're managing a baseball team, you're managing a hockey team, and you're trying to get the most out of all your players. So at the same time, you're going to rest a few as you go baseball. You're going to rest a few left arms, a couple of right arms, and from your pitching staff to get ready for the bigger games, right? So right now, that is what a lot of the drivers are doing. They're going to look to see where they are, what barrel they're coming off of, what outfit they're going to come off of with that barrel, and rest them accordingly through the 5 days here in Onion Lake. And like I mentioned, is for some going to 9 days in North America Chuck Wagon Championship, and others going to 10 days the Calgary Stampede. And it's a marathon. When you're running for 10 or 9 days, it takes a lot on the drivers, the outriders, and the horses. So everybody's got to make sure that everybody's healthy going into those two big shows.
And finally, Greg, let's talk about the Onion Lake track and the setup and the format that we're going to be seeing with it being a 5-day show coming up this week.
So you got a 4-barrel setup in Onion Lake. The track is very similar to, say, Halstead Downs in Lloydminster. It is kind of designed after the Calgary Stampede track, so very close to length for those two tracks. And the challenges you face here is a 4-barrel setup, and now 4 days of racing goes from Wednesday to Saturday. At the end of Saturday night, the top 4 drivers then jump into that dash for cash on Sunday night. So again, a bigger track, more wagons on the track with a 4-barrel setup, and of course, with that there's some a little bit more stress on the outriders and a lot of these outriders will likely be racing in all the heats there through the 5 days.
Thank you so much for all the information, Greg, and we will definitely be talking to you about the upcoming NACC championship that will be taking place at Halstead Downs here in Lloydminster.
Sounds good, Thomas.